All right, welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here, and yes, Abdullah, you are right. And dropped. And dropped out there. I am here checking out some Big Bash League action. We got the Hobart Hurricanes versus Brisbane Heat. Two teams that don't really have any skin in the game, but it's the game that's on, the match that's on. I'm awake, and I'm ready to check some of this out with you guys. How are you all doing? I'm in a good mood as far as Big Bash League goes because my Sixers won their 5th in a row yesterday. What's up, Boomer? What's up, Abdullah? They won their 5th in a row yesterday. They are sitting at the top of the points table. Gabe's Melbourne Stars lost yesterday. They got thrashed by Sydney Thunder, who also is looking really, really good as far as a BBL team. They're right there near the top as well. Both Sydney teams are looking very, very strong. Burns dropped. Wow. What's up, Shatil? Burns dropped. I mean, I can't say I'm shocked, but I thought they were going to give him another test. I really did. Wow, cool. That's something to talk about right off the bat here. Looks like we got ourselves some Brian Lara in the box here for this match. Nice little fielding play right there. Jason Holder is going home, Nick. Only was contracted for 3 games. What? What? Going home? 3 games? He just busted a 33 and a walk-off 6. You got to bring him back. 3 games? Don't send him back. Then if you want to bring him back, he's got to get quarantined again. Oh, my gosh. What's up, Arun? He-Man Shoe. Oh, that sucks. Don't tell me that. Jason Holder was the reason they won that match yesterday. Sydney Sixers were out of it. They were dead and buried for the 2nd match in a row in heroics, this time by Jason Holder. Hey, Nick, react to some cricket video, man. That's what we do on this channel. Do you have a specific one you want us to check out? Shatil says Warner is back. Puchovsky is debuting. Warner's a bad man. And I mean that in a talented way. He's a bad man. Manav, what's up? How are you doing? Mira, how are you doing? Jason Holder is bubble fatigued. Won't play versus Bangladesh either. Oh, there's a wicket right there by Mujib on the first ball of the 5th over. Goodbye, McDermott. Bowled out. Missed an interesting match today. What did I miss today? Man, a swing and a miss right in that middle stump. That is a thing of beauty. Was that a slow ball? He pulled the string on that one. Is that why he was so fooled? Man, keep swinging. You might give him a cold. Any plans to try Cricket 19 game? Sure. I just got to remember to do it. Thank you, Technas. Appreciate that. Hey, Nick. Natarajan coming in 3rd test match. What? Natarajan debut. Are they dropping Siraj from this for the 3rd match? What? Natarajan. I mean, Natarajan's a bad man. Natarajan's a bad man. Oh, yeah. Pakistan lost with 4 overs left in the day to save the test. Lost with 4 overs left. Wow. I know they wanted to outlast to try to get that draw at least. 4 overs left? Oh, that is heartbreaking for any Pakistan fans. Thanks for that update. New Zealand is at it again. New Zealand is just crushing everyone. They're playing a lot of cricket in all formats recently. It's a New Zealand test season right now. Pakistan played out T20 overs, 120 overs, and missed out on a draw by 27 balls. It went over the time. Wow. Now, I didn't know. I mean, I guess the 5th day they have to wait till all the overs are played. I didn't know they go over the time. Do you have to go through all the overs no matter how long it takes? I mean, not if there's a delay, I guess, of course. What's up, Laughter Express? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you as always. Sashin's dropped a video about why he didn't like umpire call part in DRS. Check that out. Would like your opinion on that. Okay, cool. Cool. Appreciate that. For those of you who are, all of you guys obviously are here, but for those of you that saw our no video reaction, sorry about that. It was intended to be a full video reaction. Then right when I posted the full video reaction, instant block. I haven't checked yet. Hopefully it didn't get us a strike. Hopefully it didn't get us a strike. I didn't click live on it. Yeah, it hasn't given us a strike yet. But sorry about that. Kush. Oh, Umesh is injured. Okay, that's why. Natarajan. Man, Natarajan. This guy is making a name for himself. Isn't he the guy that wasn't even playing cricket like 3 years ago or something like that? It's like a hobby of his or something like that. Instead of Umesh. Okay, I appreciate that. Got that. I would assume, yeah, New Zealand are officially the #1 test team in the world. They're just destroying everybody. Back to this BBL match. It's 2 loss for 22. 2 loss for 28. 2 loss for 28 in the 5th over. 2 loss for 28 in the 5th over. The mesh is not fit. It's a great video, Nick. Thanks, Ashish. Appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. You have to play 90 overs a day. Okay. Each day. In the last 15 overs, Pakistan. Oh, man. Nothing against Pakistan whatsoever. I might be rooting for India at this current time of this series, but I'm a fan of all cricket. Nothing against them, but, man, they keep breaking the hearts, don't they? Nick, what is your pick for 3rd test, Saini or Natarajan? Natarajan. Saini has not impressed me since the second half of the IPL, and I get this is test, but he didn't impress me so far. Oh, there's a 4. A quick boundary right there off the bat of Hanscom. He has not impressed me in this international tour either. He hasn't been horrible. He just hasn't impressed me. What's up, Zero Phil? How you doing, buddy? That was Varun Chakravarthi. It's probably Chakravarthi. Yeah, Chakravarthi too, but I thought, here we go. Another quick boundary from Hanscom. Jeez Louise. Steekty. Is that how you say his name? Steekty. He's giving out boundaries by the spoonful here. Here you go, Manav. He wasn't a pro cricketer until the last 6 years. Don't know. 3 people are in contention. Saini, Thakur, Natarajan, but Saini is ahead in the selection. I would take the latter 2 over Saini, me personally. What's up, Code? How you doing? They know how to collapse. Man. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Varun. I'll check out that link. Appreciate that. Yeah, it doesn't look in rhythm. Absolutely. He hasn't been horrible. He hasn't been atrocious. He wasn't the reason that they lost the last time. I don't think he bowled in the first test, but in the the ODI series? He wasn't the reason why they lost, but out of rhythm is a good way to put it. The way this guy does his run up. High knees. Man, when I came on, Milan was just tearing it up. They had like 4 boundaries in that over. Look at this. They got 5 dots in a row before those back-to-back boundaries. 7 out of 9 balls are dots. But yeah, Milan was tearing it up. He's slowed down since. Blanco was my fave. Oh, you're talking about the shirt. Nice. What's up, Tim? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Blanca. I always felt like when it came to M. Bison, Blanca was the easiest to beat M. Bison with the way I play. My favorite's Ken, and he's on the shirt. He's on this shirt right here. Where is he? Yeah, there he is. My favorite was always Ken. I still play with Ken right here. My kids love to play with Chun-Li. Even though Ken and Ryu are the same, I always did much better with Ken than Ryu. Yes, Anuj. Yes, I think Gabe might have fallen asleep, or maybe he had like a date night with the wife or something, because he had texted me earlier about recording, and I couldn't think for the life of me what he wanted to record today because we had some things planned for tomorrow to record. And then I remembered, oh yeah, our 3 wickets, the second test. So I texted him back. It is his son's birthday. Happy birthday, Aiden. But I think he wanted to sneak in a quick recording of that, and then either I think he fell asleep or he's just been partying it up with his son. But yeah, we'll probably get that one out tomorrow, a day late our time. Rohit is likely going to replace Fahari. Yeah, I know Ferrari has a great history. I just haven't seen it. Again, out of rhythm, in my opinion. Warner returns. Surely they need someone like to give them a aggressive start. Yes. Man, it's been a completely different team, unfortunately, with Burns and Wade. And I like Wade a lot. I don't think Wade's been a big problem. But they definitely need a faster start than what they've been getting, even though it's tests. More consistent start. Hey, Nick, is Matthew Wade and you're playing 11 in third test match if Warner and Pukovsky in? I would want to keep Wade in there. Is Pukovsky a – no, Tim Payne's a wicketkeeper. Never mind. Can Pukovsky back up wicketkeep in case something happened to Tim Payne? I like Matthew Wade's bat. But I'd have to think about who I'd want to take out in replacement of him. I liked Cameron Green's grit in the last innings that he batted, seeing over 120 balls or whatever it was. But I would probably keep Wade in there over Green, but then Green's an all-rounder, so that's tough too. Travis Head, there you go. Yeah, Travis Head. I would keep Wade over Head. There you go. Thank you. What's up, Jihan? How you doing? Fahari at number 5 or Gill at number 5 with Rohit opening with Agarwal. Oh, that's tough. Fahari is good at number 5, I think. But Gill, I hate to say this because it's sports and it's not usually always true, but he deserves to be there. Gill does. But I like Gill as an opener. I would honestly, this is blasphemous because Agarwal is always at the top there. But if anything, I would drop Agarwal, keep Vihari. Or if not, drop Agarwal down and see what Gill and Sharma can do. Now, Mayank and Rohit probably have more of a rhythm. But that's what I would do. Yeah, Travis Head. Jahan is disappointed with Australia's batting. I can see why. I could see why. Talk about disappointed. I mean, the Hurricanes have just slowed to a halt right here on their scoring. I want to see the updated table here in the Big Bash League because, I mean, let's face it, I've been paying attention to my boys, the Sixers, who are in first place with 16 points. Thunder right behind with 15 points. The Strikers, look at Adelaide's in third place. And Hobart. Yeah, Hobart was actually the top of the points table for a while. They're now in 11 points. I think they were at the top. Maybe they were. I don't know. Heat's in 5th place. They've lost 3 in a row. Stars are, comfortably in 5th place because 6th, 7th, and 8th is just atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. It's the top race between 1 and 5. So if Hobart loses this, that would bode well for my Sixers. So I'm rooting for the Heat. Rooting for the Heat. Rohit's record in overseas tests is horrible. Oh, that does not bode well for someone who's a little rusty, too, at the moment. Warner, Pukowski, Marnus, Smith, Wade, Green, Payne. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's a boundary, right? Nope. Oh, stop the boundary. Keep him to 2. Keep him to 2. There we go. I like that. Adelaide is a very average side. They just found a way to win. Listen, the Sixers, they could easily be in the middle of the pack. They could easily be where the Stars are at right now. They haven't been horrible. But the last 2 games, oh my gosh, the last 2 matches, down by 20 with 6 balls to go, down by 16 with 6 balls to go. And they found a way. That crushes me that they dropped Holder. 3-game contract, that's an insult. Unless he is exhausted. Hey, Nick, is Gabe eating crow for his comments on Rahane and Jadeja in the team selection video? Listen, I got to admit, I was right there with Gabe. I got to be honest with you guys. I was right there with Gabe. I questioned the decision of Jadeja and Rahane. I think Gabe was more vocal about it, but I definitely questioned it. And we were both wrong. Both ate a bunch of crow. Full on crow. Definitely wrong on both those guys. Jeez Louise. Especially Jadeja. I still got to see the highlight video the day I missed to see this. The Excalibur, he busted it. I love myself some Excalibur. Come on. I don't know why I'm saying come on. I'm trying to root for the Heat. I just love 6s. Milan with a 6. I agree, says Varun. What's up, Varun? I would replace Rohit with Agrawal. There you go. It will not disturb the rest of the lineup. Vihari can bowl in case any injuries to bowlers. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Have Gill open Rohit number 2. I don't think Agrawal has earned it the way he's his inconsistencies. But I say that, and if they keep him, let's watch him get a 50 or something. Thunder do look unstoppable. Hales was a monster yesterday. I was watching that match, and then I realized, hey, the Sixers are playing right now. I was about to go to bed. The Thunder look out of control. Absolutely out of control. Hales, I think he had like 65 on 25 at one point. He was a monster. Here we go, Australia fan. Head has to go. He can't concentrate once he gets to 40. Does he lose his head? This is his concentration. India's future fast bowler. Who? Who's India's future fast bowler? Saini? Sydney Sixers have a winning culture, winning mentality. They never play badly in the BBL, whatever side they have. Yeah. That winning tradition, that winning culture, those championships, that pedigree makes a huge difference, which is why, as stacked as the Stars look, and it's still an early season, it's why I didn't go with them. And I would know better than anyone else, being a Padres fan and a Chargers fan. Speaking of the Padres, for anyone that follows Major League Baseball, because we're telling you guys about it. My Padres made 2 humongous moves in the trade in the offseason. 2 amazing pitchers. I mean, it's like the equivalent of getting Rabada and Boomerang in your team. I mean, it's unbelievable. 2 amazing pitchers they traded for them. I absolutely love it. I'm going to save that one for our 3 wickets, but I appreciate the question. I think I kind of gave and hinted that one at the end of our last stream, though, who I'm going to pick. India got lucky with Jadeja's runs. He was unreliable, but got going for once. He did the same thing when I saw Excalibur for the first time in I think that was the ODI series. He did the same exact thing. He was super, super slow, and then he picked it up. And when he picks it up, it's like Kobe, that Black Mamba mentality. Once they get going and they're in the zone, out of their way, because they're not going to slow down for you. Ooh. Nice way to stop it there by Steekty. Steekty. It's a great name. Two loss or 2 for 55 in the 9th over. They're not trying to get that bash point. All right, Jahan, I'm going to give you some more of a platform here. Australia have to take their catches. Show more intent against the spinners without being reckless. Stop getting caught in the leg side trap. That's just brainless. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a few guys, Jahan, in our last stream that said, oh, Australia loses sometime. No big deal. This is a very big deal. They stomped on India with that all out for 36. And you might believe in momentum or you might not believe in momentum. I believe in momentum. India snatched the momentum back. Can they hold on to it? Australia couldn't. But India being able to hold Australia's batting side to 200 or less both innings was huge. Absolutely huge. I know. Oh, I know, Mira. Cobra Kai, January 1st. Auld Lang Syne. New Year's Day. New Year's Day is my least favorite, at least here in the States and all over the place, right? They have different New Year's in different countries. It's my least favorite national holiday. I don't drink, therefore I don't really get excited for it. I don't care about New Year's resolutions. I got to be honest, I don't. But I'm excited for some Cobra Kai. Gabe was texting me earlier. He's refreshing himself for the millionth time on Cobra Kai to get ready for it. Oh, Gavin. Game of Thrones fan. Steekty. Is it Stedicky? Stedicky? Steketty? Steekty is how I'm going to say it. Steekty. Well, have they not announced who's going to replace Umesh yet? I don't want Saini. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm doing great, Garv. How you doing, buddy? How are you doing? It is almost 1 a.m. my time. Not really too tired. I want to watch BBL. Tell you one thing. You're welcome, Gavin. Why isn't Shakar Dewan? Why isn't... Oh, what's his nickname? My gosh. Gabber? No. What's his nickname? Gabar? Why isn't he in the test squad? Stay Kitty. Stay Kitty? That's how you say his name? Stay Kitty? Doesn't Steek sound much better? Stay Kitty? Man, he must have gotten harassed when he was in school. Why isn't Dewan in the test squad? I haven't seen Dewan play tests. But from what I've seen in ODI and T20, I've seen a very common parallel thread with him. He loves to give away that wicket. Gabar. Loves to give away that wicket. He had 200s in T20 in IPL. That's big stuff. But one of them he was dropped like 5 times. Saganisha, what's up, man? Glad for you to join. Dewan's going to give up that wicket like there's no tomorrow. Dewan is the antithesis of Pujara. Let's see what the conversation is here. Tim, if Australia can just get decent runs on the board, they can put India's batting under pressure with their bowling attack. I think that's a good strategy for either side. India's bowling attack is no scrub. They had a whole lot of spinners last time, and that was working for them beautifully. So now they've proven they can get you with the pace and they can get you with the spin. And they're in Australia playing Australia's on their home turf. They're not playing Australia's game with the pace because they have a lot of spinners in there too, but they're in there and they're saying, hey, we're here. We're ready for you. 9 overs, 2 for 60 for the Hurricanes. I am doing great, Jamin. How are you doing? Everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Ooh, there you go. 2018 batting lineup without Smith, Marnus. Smith performed better than this. Current batting is gutless, weak, and timid. Yeah, you got to be concerned. This next match, if it was a series of threes, the best of three, this is what we call the rubber match. But no, there's still one more to go. This is the midway point. India. If they win the next match, then Australia's really on their heels just to draw it out, just to retain, just to keep it even after 4. If Australia wins this next match, which they could quite possibly do, then India has a whole lot more pressure to try to draw the series even. But I can't imagine Australia with the expectations they can take anything but a series win. This next match is huge. Yeah, Warner's fitness will decide. Great point right there. Jadeja is unreliable. I think you're referring to someone else. I did not say Jadeja. I will never speak badly or ill of Jadeja once again. Ever, ever, ever. When I first saw him play, I was joking around because every time he threw the ball from the field, not as a bowler, but from the field, his hat would fly off, and I would say, oh, he's just trying to show off his hair. I was just trying to find something to support my claim that he shouldn't be out there. Man, was I wrong. I will never speak ill. Sir Jadeja, that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't India retain the trophy if India draws the series? Yes, you're right. You're right. I was absolutely incorrect because India won it in Australia. Who do you retain it only when you're playing in that stadium? Who won the series earlier this year? They played another tour. Who won that series? Yeah, supposedly Jahan Pukovsky's in. He's going to debut. That's got to be a wide. Did he edge that? No, it's a wide. If India draws series, they'll retain it. Ooh. India holds a trophy. Oh, that wasn't Tess. Thank you, Kush. Ooh, so they haven't played Tess since 2019, and that was early 2019. Imagine India had Ishant and Bhuvi fit. They would have destroyed Australia with this kind of batting form they are in. I love the back and forth. Oh, there's a beautiful wicket there. There's a beautiful wicket by the Windermouth. That sounds like a mythological creature or a creature in a children's adventure story. Wildermyth. Here comes the Wildermyth out of the woods. He came out of the woods and got those tree trunks. Oh, did he edge that to the stumps? Oh, how dare you. Hanscom. From what I've seen from Hanscom, I've not been too impressed. I'm not going to lie. I'm talking about highlights and all different types of things. Do they have drop catches in baseball this frequently? No. You got to remember, in baseball, I said we. I don't play. They got the gloves. The gloves help. If an outfielder drops a catch, unless it's like just an amazing play that they probably shouldn't have got, if an outfielder drops a catch, it is a huge embarrassment. You don't see it too often. I mean, you never see it from the talented guys, but it's happened. You don't see it too often in an entire season of all 32 teams. 30 teams. 30 teams. No, it doesn't happen too often at all. You see a lot of are overthrows. Bad throws in the infield. That's what you see a lot of. Bad throws as far as errors go. There's errors in baseball, so we call them errors. But it can be a litany of different things. Ooh, the Windermouth is out again. Hanscom has technical issues and is corrected in 3 years. Yeah, I mean, it looks just weird. Let's see. I've been watching the match. Boomer. Good on you. Not out of the woods, out of the bush. And out of the bush comes the wildermouth to chew up the wickets. Look out for the wildermouth. You're munching down to some pavlova, Zero Phil, you made yesterday. Anyone want some, please? I mean, I brushed my teeth for the night, but please, I'll happily brush those teeth again. I have heard about the new stadium in Grand Prairie, Texas. Yes. Yes, oh yes. It's going to be a thing of wonder. You know, it's not going to cost too much for me and Gabe to get a plane ticket out to Grand Prairie, but there's going to be a team in LA that we can drive to. Ooh. I don't know. Do the Australians, do you call the forest the bush? I always referred to the bush as like the desert with like not just tumbleweeds or bushes, but like not really like a lush forest, but like a swampy land with like a desert climate as the bush. Let me know, my Australian fans, or friends, what do you consider the bush? You call the forest the bush. That's interesting. Yeah, Arthur Wickets is coming. We were going to record it today, but we couldn't get our schedules together. It'll be out tomorrow. Breaking news, according to TOI, Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, and Natarajan likely to replace Mayank, Vihari, and Umesh. Wow, KL Rahul. Wow. So that's interesting because I learned in that video we did the no video reaction to that we posted today that KL Rahul's father was just talking, you know, how there's so many people in India, how he was saying my son is so great, but he'll probably never get a chance to play. That's cool for him. Stop beating around the bush. Bush is the forest. All right, look at that. Anything not the city, the bush. The bush. Wasn't sure if I could hear one of my kids crying or not. Find out. We will find out. Mike Hussey just said that I feel as though the Heat are ahead at the moment. Great call. Telling you guys, Big Bash fans, we've been talking a lot of India and Australia. Let's get the Big Bash here. Telling you what, I'm pretty sure the one rule that I was the most excited about as far as new rules is that bash point, or whatever they call it, the extra point if you're leading after 10. It's played a huge part. I want to say the Sydney Sixers have gotten the extra bash point in 3 or 4 of their 5 matches. And now they're sitting at the top by 1 point. And there's 5 points to separate them and the Stars in the top 5. That bash point is going to play a huge role in someone getting in and someone not getting in. I'm assuming the playoffs in the BBL is the same as the IPL, where the top 4 teams are going. Probably have 1 and 2 battle it out to see who gets that auto advancement to the championship. That bash point's playing huge. The other ones, the bash boost, it always causes wickets. Always. What's up, Sanjay? Nick, the problem with Rahul, Dewan, etc. is they are too aggressive, often for test, and therefore got dropped for bad performances. Can't be aggressive. I am Mr. Aggressive as far as a fan. I always want them to be aggressive. Can't do it in test. But even I get lulled to sleep, like that first innings by India in the first match. And it didn't end up doing anything, really. I mean, you're going to argue that it did, but it didn't really. because the match ended after day 3 anyways, because the all out for 36. Yeah, we've got to make a video on the ICC awards as well. We'll probably record that and our 3 wickets tomorrow. Me and Gabe are a little bit of trepidation on doing the ICC awards of the decade because we've only been doing this for a year. So we caught I know they're considering 2011 and 2020, so we did catch a whole year of it, but we'll still make a video and do our best that we can like we always do. I think the BBL has the most complicated playoffs. No, 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3. Everyone hates it. That's interesting because that is how most playoff systems are done here in the States. 1 versus 4. Why? Because they're the number 1 seed, so they get the worst team in the playoffs, number 4. And then 2 versus 3. 2 gets the second worst team in the playoffs. That's very, very traditional. Is there a double elimination for the first number 1 team? Or if they lose that first round, so there's just a semis and a final. That's it? Semis and a final. If you finish 4th, you shouldn't get a free swing at the top team. I disagree just because I'm so used to the American format in our playoffs. It's so common that way. And the reason why I say this is the number 1 team should, as a reward for being the number 1 team, they should be rewarded not only with home field advantage, but with also playing the worst team in the playoffs. The number 4th team, they should have the hardest road to go for being punished for being number 4. They should have to play the best team. If you beat the best team in that first game, you deserve to be in the final, in my opinion. I see what you're saying, but I'm so used to it, so I have no problem whatsoever. What? They have 4 versus 5, and then 3 versus 4, 1 versus 2, 2 versus 3, then finally the final? What? They have a million different runs? That's the best of 5 or best of... In baseball, yes. In hockey, yes. In basketball, yes. But in football and in college football, American football, it is best of 1. You get 1 chance. College football, which is huge here in America, it's absolutely bonkers. I would say as popular, if not more popular than the IPL in India. Super popular. They started a playoff system 5 or 6 years ago, and that's how it is. 1 versus 4. 1 chance. I got 1 shot. 1 opportunity. I have not played cricket on the PC by EA Sports. The only one I played was Real Cricket 20. Whatever that thing's called. But that was before I really understood the game, so I just... no idea what was going on. I should play it again to see if my knowledge helps me fare a little better. I doubt it will. Yeah, they have matches or games a week between. But I'm just saying the format. Like the week between for the football, that's why there's not a series because it's such a brutal game. But I'm just saying as an example of just one and done. College basketball tournaments, the same exact thing. The March Madness, another huge event that we didn't have this last year because of COVID. Oh, there's a wicket. Majib. This guy's a thing of beauty right here. Got Milan out. Milan was a beast. 4 for 73 in the 12th over. There you go, Arun. This I agree with. That is a dumb rule. The 5th team, Now, in baseball, and in football, we have wild card teams, the best of the second place teams. But when there's only 8 squads, the 5th best gets in. They have a chance to win it all. Have there been any 5 seeds that have won the entire thing? Let's see who's in here now. The Jeep still has 3 more balls in his over, his third over. BBL is huge. Tim David. Yeah, Akshay, we'll get that R3 wickets too as soon as we can tomorrow, I promise. BBL is way more popular than IPL in Australia. Well, I'm sure in Australia, but is the BBL in Australia more popular than the IPL in India? Tim David's from Singapore. What? No way. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Why don't you guys give a shot at playing cricket? There's several reasons. One, schedule, right? Schedule. It's tough enough for us to get an hour or two together to get some videos recorded back to back to back. Second of all, laziness. Third of all, we were going to, and then COVID hit. We don't want to we want to have some of the kids, Gabe's kids or whatever, together so they can bowl towards us and whatnot. We don't want to get them, too close, COVID, whatnot. But also, we haven't sat down and scheduled it. A lot of excuses, none of them really too valid at this point. There's a boundary right there for David. Put him on the board with 5 altogether. Yeah, foul. I heard Faf got his 199. That's pretty impressive. Too bad he missed his 200 there. Hurricanes have an overseas player from Nepal, too. I want to talk about my Sixers game yesterday against Melbourne Renegades. Aaron Finch, this guy should just stay away from T20 leagues altogether. He really should. His team has lost twice where they got bowled out and had like a 100-run differential. Twice. Then they had this game in hand, in my point. In the 20th over, going into it, they had a 73% chance to win. 16 runs needed off 6 balls. He brings in, what's the guy's name? Rutherford? What's this guy's name? And what do you call him? Chief or something like that? They bring in Sutherford, whatever his name is, who had just given up a bazillion runs in the 17th or 18th over. And he goes with the same whole mindset of got to have pace in the 19th and 20th over, especially the 20th. Got to have pace, got to have pace. He had some spinners. He had Nobby had only given up 11 in 2 overs. Sutherland, thank you, Sutherland. Sutherland got rocked, absolutely destroyed, and 2 no balls in his 3rd over he bowled. And they bring him back? I know you don't want to put a spinner in the 20th over, but Nobby, he's a veteran. He's going to give up a 16 plus. Holder had Sutherland's number, and Sutherland did not make an adjustment whatsoever. Did not make, and his whole body language just showed that he did not want to be out there in that 20th over. Oh, right to a fielder though. Will Sutherland, the bowler who bowled the last over, is the son of former CEO of Cricket Australia. That's why he went in the tournament. I'm just kidding. I know you're not saying that, Shatil. But geez. Bowled on a different pitch, literally. Finch is batting at 3 on ICC T20 Team of the Decade. Well, not in these T20. Oh, there's a cat. Oh my gosh. That was the worst drop I have ever seen. The Wildermyth. Stay in the bush, man. Only come out to bowl. Oh my gosh. Oh, went to the wickets. It hit his chest. He still had a chance to cradle it in. Oh, Duncan Doink. That was ugly. That was ugly. In these two T20 leagues, Finch has not been great. Not been great. Who was that guy yesterday for the Renegades that made that circus catch? Where like he went down, he didn't have his whole thing on it, and then it landed on his arm, and it rolled up his arm, and then off his chest, and he was able to hold on to it. That was a pretty lucky catch. The Wildermyth was not that lucky. Look at that. IMB Wildermyth. There you go. Nice. Match fixing. IMB Wildermyth. Oh, that is excellent. How did I not think of it? How dare you, Let's Invest. Beat me to it. Nepa Kid Sutherland. Why did he go in the 20th over? I mean, thank you as a Sixers fan. We appreciate it. I wouldn't let him get anywhere close to that 20th over from what he had shown me. The dude gave like 55 or something. There you go. Nice fielding there to prevent the 4. Did they at least get a 3 out of it? I would say they got at least 3. Yeah. 3 to finish over. Let me get the score up here. 4 for 85. It's not a very good score after 13 overs, but it's not a horrific score. Let's see. I'll use this banner right here. We got Hobart Hurricanes for 485. I like the music. When that guy, what's his name, Ruslo from yesterday, someone typed it in the chat. What was the guy's name that made that circus catch yesterday? Yeah, Rousseau. When he made that catch, they were bumping the Superman theme music, the John Williams theme. That was getting me pumped up. I just noticed the chart. You just finished your 5th wave. That sucks. Which chart? 5th wave. I don't get that one. Just finish your 5th wave. That sucks. I can't believe Wildermyth dropped that. The let's invest chart. Fifth wave of COVID. Yeah, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. No end in sight. No end in sight. They just they approved the second round of stimulus checks, which I don't think's the answer, but there are folks who have been hurting financially for almost 9 months now. This is the only relief they've gotten. That's not the answer. Ray, what did you think about the reaction Nick you did today? The no video reaction video? I thought it was interesting. One thing I didn't mention in that video was about how reactionary all of us fans are in sports. And those guys, those journalists, what was his name? Mitch Copeland, Trent Copeland. Those guys and the lady host, I don't know her name. They're fans of cricket. They are. They're fans of cricket, and we are very reactionary. It's like the guy who quoted the Ashes phrase, the day England cricket died. We're so hyperbolic and so reactionary, and they lost a series to India, which I get is a big deal. It's a huge deal. What's the deal with the pile of sawdust there? I've seen that thing on every match. It's a big deal. But they act like, everything needs to be fixed and changed and retooled. And me and Gabe, we're guilty of that all the time. But we're stupid Americans. What do we know? These are the experts who are calling for, there's a huge problem with Australia cricket. Yeah, or you just lost a series. I don't know. Oh, to fix the footholds. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. It is a good stimulus. It is. They're trying to make it even better. These folks need relief. And, hey, I'm going to benefit from that, and I haven't been out of work. I appreciate that big time. I'll take that extra money, throw it in my bank account. But my point is, I could not imagine being without work for 9 months. I don't know what I'd do. This year, Williamson has an average, in the 90s this year in tests. That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. The hilarious thing about it is how Gabe claimed twice about how Kane Williamson is not too impressive, Gabe says. Oh, man, what a horrible And if you guys can go back, I'm not sure if you do this, go back to that stream. It was one of our IPL matches. I was telling Gabe, don't do it. Kane Williamson's a beast. Don't do it. This guy's not Joe Root. Don't do it. I try to help him out. Wagner bowled 21 overs today with 2 broken toes. The bloke is a machine. Yes, he is an absolute machine. 2 broken toes? I guess he should have busted a hole in that shoe. 4 for 94, so they got 9 runs in that last over. They're getting ready for the death, that's for sure. I tell you, yesterday for the Renegades, Kane Richardson was a beast. He was driving me crazy. He got 2 wickets and gave up 5 runs in the 19th over. I don't know what HBD stands for. Yeah, that Pakistan loss. That's rough. Could have been a draw. You outlast that long in tests. You outlast what? 176 overs. You just need 4 more? Or whatever it is. Oh, happy birthday. Thank you. I would bust a drive-by on Joe Root on his birthday. Happy birthday, Joe Root. Best hands in the business and the slips. Why? Why do they suck? Jeez. Wow, there's a fielder right there to prevent that. Did they just get 1? Oh, here comes the Wildermyth. You need to make up. You need to make up for that drop, Wildermyth. 4 for 100. 3 balls left in the 15th over. Oh, the awards. That's gone. Jeez, Tim David. That guy's tall. Man, Singapore grows him tall. Big man with that 6'2". Woo. The offside. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that beauty. So you guys keep saying the ICC awards are wrong in so many ways. I'm now excited. I haven't really taken a hard look at it yet. Oh, that didn't get caught. That dropped. I'm excited to see what they are, and I'm curious if me and Gabe can pick up on why it's so wrong. Don't give us any heads up. Curious to see if we can figure it out. Sanjay, I appreciate this question because I want everyone in here, after you like and subscribe to CFA today in this video. Just a nice little shot there for one. I want everyone to understand that I never want us here on CFA to be just a one-nation cricket home. We're not. Okay, we started off with the England series with West Indies, and then England-Pakistan, then England-Ireland. We've seen England-Australia, Australia-India. Gabe was rocking some Sri Lanka, South Africa. We're going to try to hit it all up because that's what we wanted. We've done the PSL, we've done the IPL, we've done the CPL, we've done the LPL, the BBL. Trying to spread it out as much as possible. Can't wait to see myself some live New Zealand action. So to answer your question, I'm sure we will, yes. It's just unfortunate that these last week or two has just been so much different cricket to watch. So much. Tim's curious why people think it's wrong. Don't share it here. Don't share it here. I'm curious if I can pick up on it. Thank you so much, Kush. Appreciate the love. Yes. Oh, yes. They do sound like injuries. MCL. What's the other one? You got the MCL and you got the kind of a tear. Oh. Oh! That was... Oh, don't tell me that was Wildermyth again. That wasn't as easy as the first one, but he had paw on it. That's where a glove would have helped him out. Yeah, that was tough. But it would be Wildermyth again. Oh. 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 Oh, it got past him for a boundary. That was a nice effort, but that ball was smoked. Oh, look who it is, Steak Stay Kitty? How was that Stay Kitty? If cricketers wore gloves, runs would be much fewer. It's not Stay Kitty. No, I'm not. Trust me, guys. I'm not calling for cricket to have gloves. I know how blasphemous that is, but I'm just saying. Could you imagine a sport making a rule or making a change to prevent run scoring? Come on, get there. Yes. Yes. Was that Garrett? Who was that caught that? There you go. McDermott. What was that guy's name? Bartlett. There we go. Bartlett. Nice. It's like Ingram didn't even know where exactly he wanted to push that. He was just was shot happy with that one. Stacchetti. Steak Steak T got a wicket too. Stacchetti. Stay kitty. Stay kitty. Could you imagine if that was someone's name? Stay kitty. There's a Stacchetti and Facchetti that play BBL. Wow. Is that a common surname in Australia? With that spelling? Stacchetti. 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 Sounds like Stay Kitty. Appreciate that, Roland. Love your top 10 catch review on Born Reviews. Wildermyth wasn't in it, though. No, he was not. Shocker. Absolute shocker. They're in the death now. They got one more ball left in the 16th. They've scored 115. Low scoring pitch. I love the high knees. How do you not love the high knees? Oh, keep swinging. You might give him a cold. So interesting to me. They have that anthill of sawdust out there. Makes you wonder, like, who was the first person to realize that? And then they started telling people, like, we've got to get ourselves some sawdust. Could you imagine being the equipment manager, the guy in charge of making sure there's sawdust out there and you forgot about it? That would suck. England can potentially play Wokes, Stokes in India next year. Woo! Oh, why would they do that to me? England versus India? Captain England? Steve Wodgers? Chris Wokes? Are you kidding me? IPL 2022? Whew, sorry, guys. That snuck up on me. We'll have 10 teams. Nice. We got David here with his 24 on 13. You get the score unupdated here. Hubart does not look too impressive right now. Take my comment. I'm ignoring your comment on purpose, Raj, because I asked for no spoilers about what you're upset about with the top 10. I personally am ignoring. I'm specifically ignoring it because I don't want any comments or any spoilers on it. That way I can just go into it and give you guys a more authentic reaction. If I say something that's stupid, I say something that's stupid. Ten teams? I mean, I understand why you would not be too excited about that. But let me give you my thoughts on why I think 10 teams is a good idea. It shows – there's a boundary right there. It shows that the league is expanding. It shows you want to have expansion from what I'm used to, at least with our sports. NBA, MLB, NFL, they all have close to 30 teams or more. It makes things more diluted, more competition, much harder to get there and do that. And it also gets more exposure to these young players. The tough thing is with the international schedule being mostly year round, it puts a wrench in things. Yeah, the two groups, you can have your championship be the best of the two groups, maybe. I don't know. Cricket fans don't like new things. I get it. Baseball made a whole bunch of new changes this year. Whole bunch of new ones for this COVID season. If they were permanent changes, I wouldn't be too happy with them either, but I understood it for the COVID situation. Gregory bowling right now. He has not been fantastic. There's a wide right there. We're talking about the IPL, Raj. We're talking about how they're talking about going from 8 teams to 10 teams by 2022. Hey, easy there, Jahan. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That was Ruthian right there. Tim David's out of control right now. What has this guy been eating? Easy there, Johan. Woke's bowling will be cannon fodder in India. Why you gotta be so mean, man? Why you gotta be picking on Captain England? Some more of my Aussie accent. You trying to get me some dislikes on this video? Nick, for your information, Wokes is a great bowler. Yeah, he is in England. Oh, but away from home, his record is mediocre. I'm afraid to break this to you, but in India, he will probably be non-existent. Woo! Challenge accepted, Sanjay. Challenge accepted. Chris Wokes. Chris Wokes is a bad man, and he's going to prove that he continues to be a bad man even away from Old Trafford and other places in England. He's a bad man. Oh my gosh. What happened there? Crikey. Crikey. Well, that was crazy. There you go. Let's invest. That's what you get. Crikey. Got a bowl better than that. Who are you going to root for? India versus England. Oh, man. Oh, man. You're killing me with this question. What are you trying to do? Take away the few fans that I have? Tim David. Another 6. Jeez. This guy's been eating his Wheaties. Let me answer your question with this, my friend. Let me answer your question with this. I got some cat hair on it, but that's what I'm talking about. I'll still be rooting for India. It's in India. What are you talking about? I'm not that disrespectful. Sorry, England. I agree. England does not have. Getting the lingo down, Nick. Appreciate that. England does not have spin bowlers that put fear into my eyes as an India fan. Jeez, Tim David, get out of here. Oh, wow, Boomer. I don't sweat Dom Bess. I don't sweat him. Come on, Boomer. Of course it matters who I root for. Can you imagine if I can get India a series win in Australia just by rooting for them? You saw my rooting powers did for England, for Mumbai. It didn't work for the Tridents, but we don't talk about that. I even chose the Stallions in the LPL and they got to the final. The Quilanders for the PSL, they got to the final. My Sixers, they're in first place. I mean, should I go on? It does matter. What's up, Mohammed? How are you doing? No. I don't want to hear it, Steve. He's a new man. Have you seen the beard? Oh, I sure hope he still has the beard. Captain England still needs to keep that. Oh, wow. Tim David, you look like a rookie right there. What were you doing? Oh, you're so wet behind the ears. What are you doing? That was ugly. He regretted that shot selection as soon as he took it. Oh, he might as well break that bat over his knee for crying out loud. Woo! What's up, Viniac? Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad. 3-1 Australia, Nick? I don't know. You were very, very confident, my man, Dr. Jihan, with that 4-0. Very, very confident. And unfortunately, you kept bringing it up after they won that first one. So you're already wrong there. So it doesn't really matter because you were already wrong, my friend. It ain't going to be no 3-1 Australia. I'm telling you that right now. And that's not hubris talking. I just don't see it. Now, it's true that Australia was down on Warner, and Warner's a bad man. But you've also been down to Steve Smith because he has not even shown up. Is there a Steve Smith sign in Australia in the last 2 weeks? He's been MIA. There's some imposter. He's playing Among Us right now. There's some imposter of Steve Smith. I think 2-2 is a good bet. But could you imagine if India won 3-1? Woo! My rooting skills. You were confident for all the injuries. Yeah. Unfortunately, injuries are a part of the game, of any game. It sucks, but it's true. It's like Metallica said, sad but true. It's not Steve Smith, Jahan. We never knew he had a twin brother. Stan Smith. It's not been Steve Smith. Stop it. There's no way that's Steve Smith. He's even MIA. He sent his cousin over there. He's got better things to do, apparently. Don't forget, Jihan, India didn't have King Kohli, and they won their last test. After Steve Smith's comeback from the ban, he does not have a test century in Australia. It sucks for him. Sanjay says, Nick, in India in 2016, Joe Root scored a lot of runs and carried England even though they lost the series. Oh, we have a Han Solo sighting. Finally. Finally, the Han has come back. Oh, here's a big bash boost, whatever they call that nonsense. What's up, Han? India's missing way more players. Oh yeah. I'm not giving up on Steve Smith. Remember, that has not been Steve Smith. That's been Stan Smith. That's been Stan Smith. That's not been Steve Smith. No, I did listen to Cody Francis, Sandy B. I have not heard Something Stupid yet. Is it better than Christmas is All Around from Love Actually, which I do like that song, but it's played so much. I was playing Cody Francis for my wife too. She really, really enjoyed it. Or is it Corey Francis? I always get it mixed up. Cody, Corey, something like that. Oh, there you go. That's an easy gimme right there from Paul. I don't know what he was thinking with that shot. Hey, got Cadbury as a sponsorship. I love Cadbury chocolates and their Cadbury eggs. Those are delicious. Is Gavin hiding since the last test? He might be. He might be hanging out with Steve Smith having a serious intervention. Mujib. Yeah, Han, where have you been, my friend? Which song of Cody did you like? Oh, I don't know what it was called. I listened to at least 5 or 6 of them, but it was the first one I played with Jody today. We both really liked that one. Wonder if I can find the total or the title. Check after this ball. No, they're going to goof around on me. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, but I know Jody likes songs like Weather Any Storm by Cody Francis. She really likes that kind of style. But I can't think of the song that we like the most. Oh! Mujib is a bad man. Where's Mujib from? He is a bad man. Where is he hail from? Is he Australian, mate? Oh, that's a beautiful ball. Afghanistan. So they got Mujib, Rashid Khan, Nabi, right? Man, they got some bowlers. The Cadbury factories in Hobart. Oh, man, I love myself some Cadbury. Mujib, this guy, he's a revelation. Go for the fifer and T20. Go for the fifer. Look at this guy. This guy looks like he wants no parts. Scott Boland looks like he wants no parts. Hey, I said Nabi. Look at that. I was on top of things. Hat trick alert. Woo, hat trick alert. Am I going to get my first hat trick? Come on, Mujib. Oh, the hat trick. No, there was a wide in between. Was that a hat trick? Or is there a wide in between? Now he's on a hat trick ball. Now he's on a hat trick ball. Oh, Mujib with the fiver. Oh, this guy, sign this kid up. Mumbai, sign him up right now. Oh, there was a wide in between. I told you Bolin wanted no parts of that. Oh, the wide. He 3 out of the last 4 balls. Now let's get the hat trick. I'm not looking at the comment section. I want to see if he can do it. Bolin wanted no parts. He plays for Punjab? He plays for Punjab? Mumbai, make a trade. We got to have this kid. Oh, come on. Hat trick ball. Let me get the first hat trick. Come on, Majib. You got this, brother. No, you don't. Dang it. Yeah, it's a Gabe hat trick. It's a Gabe hat trick. Exactly. But still, Majib is a man. Did he play at all for Kings 11? They could have used his skills. I don't care about the differences. I don't care if you're getting a 5-er in the backyard. Get this kid. Get this kid signed. Man, Afghanistan can bowl, can they not? Yeah, Bishnoi's fine. Have them both bowl for Kings 11. Have them both go. Tell me they could have Shami, Bishnoi, and Majib? 2 wickless games. Okay, trade them. Mumbai will take them. We don't got any room for them, but Mumbai will take them. Catch it. Catch it. I hate you. I hate you so much. Oh, I thought it was a hat trick. I didn't notice that wide in between. Steak tea. Steak tea in the house. Oh, catch it. Unless you're Superman, there's a 6 right there. Indians play spin quite well. Yeah, that's fine. I would still say Mumbai get him just so that CSK can't. Can you imagine if SRH got him? They have Rashid Khan and Majib. Pronounced Stackety. Stackety. Okay, I can dig it. 3 balls left in this innings, and I'm going to call it a night after this. I was hoping this lasts the whole match, but I am getting a little punchy now, a little tired. They're going to go for 2. Come on. Make them pay. Run out. There you go. Done and dusted, baby. Oh, yeah, no point of reviewing that. Steak tea. What's up, brother? Won't go down in the stat book, but you'll get a run out right there. I'll give it to you, brother. Stupid aggression. Stupid aggression. He's been watching too many Rahani highlights. Too many Rahani highlights. Rahani's a stud, but don't look at his running highlights. Not recently, at least. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. Once again, I know I gave you guys no kind of warning, but I appreciate it. I just got to get some big bash in me with you guys. Majib, that was awesome. I got to see the 5-er from Majib. I want to say Brisbane's going to, get themselves a win today. Yes, beauty sleep is what I need more than anyone else in the entire world. What's up, Jordy girl? Good to see you. See you next year, Nick. Visit Lord's Cricket Channel. All right, guys. Han, thank you so much. Kush, don't forget to check out some other videos. We should have our R3 wickets tomorrow. Hopefully, the ICC awards coming out pretty soon. And on Boring Reviews, we'll be having our top 10 movies of the year coming out pretty soon. Don't forget to check that out when it comes out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until